Yes, exactly. So what is DevOps? DevOps DevOps is a set of practices, guys. Okay, set of practices that combine software development, okay, and IT operations. Software development and IT operations. It's going to combine by using different practices. I mean, a set of practices. Okay, so we can also call it as a development operations, DevOps, development operations. This is development and this is operations. Okay, it's a standard methodology in the market, guys. It's a standard methodology in the market. So normally people think it's a very new in the market. No, it's a very old in the market. Okay, so initially, yeah, Money raises the hand. Yeah, Money.
Why do we need DevOps?
Yeah. So this one only, no?
Yeah.
I will come there. Okay. So this is our agenda today. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going step by step. This is the first
Okay.
one. Otherwise, I will give you the
Okay.
number ringer also.
Who will be who? What kind of knowledge do you need to be saying that I am in DevOps like that? What kind of basic knowledge they should be needing?
Yeah, that
Like
is the
they should be
that is
needing
the
tools.
yeah, Money. That is the third point.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going. Okay, this is our agenda today. Okay, don't worry. You will get all the answers for your questions. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going step by step. Okay, so what is DevOps? I told already. It's a set of practices will be there to combine the software development and the IT operations. Okay, that definition you will understand slowly. You will get. Okay, so it's a standard methodology in the market. It's not a technology here. Okay, it's, I mean, it's some people they will call it as a domain like that. Okay, instead of that, you can call it as a methodology. Okay, normally, so people think it's very new, but it's a very old. I told no. So initially, it started with build and release, guys. Okay, it's not a very new one. Okay, around 13 to 14 years back only we have this one, but at that time, so the name is different. Okay, build and release. Okay, so what they're doing, build and release in this only minimum things they are doing actually. So there is no lot of drawbacks are there actually. There is no tracking tools, there is no automation tools, and there is no CI/CDs like this. Many are not there. Only few things are there to manage the project. Okay, that also everything manually they will do. Manually they are doing. Okay, so these are the drawbacks they're facing in the build and release. And after few years, okay, into after few years, the many tools are started adding into this build and release. Like if you see the Jenkins, Git, Map, and Docker, like this. I will list out all the tools also. Here I will list out. Okay. So slowly, many tools started adding into this build and release, and the behavior is changed. Once all the tools added into this build and release, the behavior, the total behavior of build and release is changed. Okay. So it started reducing the gap between the developers and operations. It started reducing the gap between the developers and operations. So finally, they changed the name as a DevOps, development operations. Okay, that's how the DevOps namespace they introduced. Okay, so this is about DevOps. Okay, every day we will say about DevOps only. Okay, in this DevOps we have a collection of tools, guys. It's a combination of tools. And DevOps is not one. Okay, not one tool or not one thing. Okay, it's a collection of tools will be there. So collection of tools means immediately people will think, so lot of tools will be there, how to learn, how to remember, right? It's very easy to learn, guys. Okay, it's very easy to learn here. And those tools also, few tools, if you take very tiny tools are there. Okay, that tool session we will discuss later. Actually, in the tool session, people having lot of confusions. This tool, that tool, which one we have to learn. Okay, how many total tools we have in the DevOps. Many dilemmas are there in these tools, DevOps tools especially. Okay, I will clear. Today I will clear you that. So this is about DevOps, guys. Why DevOps? Why market required DevOps? Why we going for the DevOps? Means here I will take one example, guys. First, I will start with one statement. We have SDLC. I think many of the people know about this SDLC. SDLC means software development life cycle. Okay, so software development life cycle means I will tell you. SDLC means suppose the the client. Okay, the client coming to us and he will give a requirement, right? I mean project. Suppose we have one Samsung people, they came to us and they're giving one project. Okay, from that point to, okay, that is the starting point, receiving taking the requirement from the client. That is the first point. From that point to final point. Final point means releasing the project to the client. Okay, so between these 2 points, lot of departments, lot of people will work together to release the final product to the end client successfully. Okay, this end to end we call it as a software development life cycle. This without this there is no IT organization in the world. Okay, everyone will follow. Okay, like a few things I will. Yeah, guys, can you please mute Navya? Can you please mute? Guys, I'm again repeating. If you having any disturbances from your side, please mute yourself because we don't want to disturb entire the session. Please mute. Otherwise, you can unmute. No problem. So SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. Okay. So here I will take C. Today you will get the clear picture why DevOps, okay, why market is going, why the huge market is for DevOps and why we are going. You will get clear picture today. I'm taking one example here. Commonly, I will take one example here to a better understanding. The same example only here also. I think few people went for demo link already. There also the same demo will be there. I think whoever completed that demo, for them it will be boring session only. So I am helpless in that. How many of you completed the demo session, guys? Which I shared you in the, I think last 2 days back I shared you for many people. Okay, if no one is going, that's good actually. Okay, so here I'm suppose I'm taking Samsung only example. I'm taking Samsung. Okay, Samsung people came and they're giving the project for 12 months. Okay, so mobile application or something. Okay, so lot of departments. I'm taking few departments here. Okay, requirement gathering and requirement analysis, documentation and development and QA and next production, maintenance. Okay, pre-production and release. A lot of departments will be there. I'm taking only few, guys, only few standard departments only I'm taking as an example. Okay, many departments will be there in the MNCs, and the terminology is also a bit different will be there. Okay, not exactly. So To complete one project, so we need lot of departments involvement, right? So this process from beginning to release, this process only we call it as a software development life cycle, SDLC. Every IT company will follow this, right? So in this process we have a few drawbacks from last few years onwards. They're continuing these drawbacks. Okay, we have in this process we have many drawbacks are there. To overcome those drawbacks, the DevOps came into the picture. Okay, it's not just came to market for time pass, guys. It came to change the software development process. DevOps came into the market to change the software development, the way we develop the software. Okay, it is changing. Okay, that's why the DevOps came into the picture. So okay, fine. Now we have to see what drawbacks are there. We have many, guys, but I will list here two to three only. Okay, we have many actually. The major things, two to three, I will list here. What are the drawbacks and how DevOps is rectifying those? Okay, not in particular phase. Okay, entire process I'm talking about. Okay, that's why the market is huge for the DevOps. Means every IT company required DevOps nowadays. Okay, fine. Let's go with the drawbacks. So I don't have any problem with this requirement gathering analysis. Okay, no issue with these departments. Mainly the issue starts from the developer and the QS. Okay, so this complete session you can take it. This complete this all the departments you can consider as a development. This and all operation tips. Okay, so developer, what developer will do, guys? He will develop the code, right? He will develop the code. That code technically we will call it as a source code. Okay, so once he develop the code, he will send this code to the QA people or a department for testing purpose, right? So what QA people will do, they will start testing the code. While testing the code, obviously they will found some culprits over here, right? Definitely we'll get some culprits. I mean bugs, errors. So these guys don't know how to rectify it because there are not developers to rectify it. They are a QA. Based upon the client requirement, they will test the code. If it is working fine, well and good. Otherwise, they will throw it back to the developer. It is not working. Please go and check it. They're giving the report to the developer. Okay. Suppose if the developer is not there at that time, okay, so these guys has to wait for the next day to report to the developer, and the entire night they're wasting their time. Okay, so and okay, they report the next day, they reported to the developer. Now developer started rectifying it. Suppose assume that day only he wrote 10,000 lines of code. Just assume. Okay, so now he has to track, developer has to track where exactly the problem is in that 10,000 lines. Okay, QA is not giving correct information because that is not his work also, right? I mean, you can't do, you can't help in that. It is not working, he is simply reporting to the developer. Where it is not working, what happened exactly, that developer's duty. He has to track all those things. Okay, for him it take around 20 minutes or 30 minutes also, sometime more than that also, to track exactly where is the problem, where is the culprit. Okay, 1 minute, guys. Yeah, so that is the problem here. Now for every time he is taking every build, we'll call it as every build. I mean, developer will write a code and he will send to QA. This one you can call it as one build also. Okay, for every bull 20 minutes 30 minutes means per day we will give 10 bulls or 20 bulls. 20 into 30 minutes, see how much time they're wasting here. Okay, for reporting also, if the developer is not there again, he has to wait for the next day. That there also they are consuming a lot of time. So in this 12 months of project duration, These two departments, they're occupying around 6 to 7 months of the duration. Okay, they're consuming a lot of time here. That is one major drawback here. Okay, so and the next drawback. Suppose uh, deployment. I think everyone know about a deployment. Okay, I will tell you what is deploy. Application deployment. Now we are accessing. Everyone are accessing Facebook application, right? Okay, I think many of the people know what is deploy, but I'm giving one example here. So we are accessing the Facebook application, right? So the face Mark Zuckerberg, he deployed. I mean, he means his team deployed the Facebook application in so and so server in USA, right? And we are accessing all, not only all over the world, we are accessing. So wherever they deployed the application, that we called as a server, and we are accessing that application from our desktop laptops. This is a client. So this is the client and server. I think everyone know what is client and server, right? We are accessing that. The application is sitting in so and so place, so and so system it is sitting. So we are accessing that. So they deployed that application in that server. So that is the deployment, guys. Okay. So coming to our drawback here, second drawback. Normally, if you want to deploy the application in real time, no, while they're developing the projects, they will give the specific time to deploy. At that time only we have to deploy. Okay, sometimes you can ask your friends also why today so late, means they will tell today we have a deployment, today we have a maintenance, something they will tell you, right? So they will give specific time, you have to wait until that, and you have to finish it. After only you have to come, that deployment days or maintenance issues will be there sometimes. Okay, we commonly used to hear these things from our IT colleagues, right? So that is also one problem only. So we have to wait, right? And one more, normally when they will deploy, right? The third drawback. Okay, normally when they will deploy is after 30% or 50% of the completion, project completion, they will deploy for testing purpose, for maintenance or testing purpose. Okay, after 50% if they deploy, okay, or while deploying or after deploy, if it is not working, the application is not working, then again it's a big headache to overcome that. Okay, if it is not working, now again we have to go backtracking. We have to go back where the problem is exactly. Again, we have to requirement gathering, analysis, documentation, where the problem is, development phase, all these things we have to come. It's a Herculean task actually. But people are going nowadays in that way only. That is one problem. So to overcome all these problems, the DevOps enter into the picture. Not only these three guys, majorly I'm telling, we have many. Okay, while going each and every tool, you will come to know. Each and every tool in the DevOps are unique, guys. Okay, let's overcome all these issues. So how to overcome means, so we are going to involve between these two departments. These two means, sorry, development and QA. Between these two departments only we are going to work as a DevOps engineer. Okay. Now what we will do? Now previously developers, they're developing the code, right? And they're pushing to the QA. Now they will not push to the QA. Now they will push the code to the DevOps engineers for the testing purpose. So we have to test it. And immediately people will get in the mind, so it is a testing job. No, it is not a testing job, guys. Okay, in the dev, we are not writing any test cases, we are not writing any use cases here. Okay, in the DevOps we have one tool called Maven. By using this tool we are going to test the code. It's an automation tool. We are going to test the code with a single command only. It's not a rocket science, it's a single command. So once we test the code, obviously for DevOps engineers also will get the culprits, right? It's common, we will get errors. So once we get the errors, no, immediately within 10 to 15 minutes, 15 minutes max, 10 to 15 minutes, we are going to give the report for the developer. Previously, a lot of time, I mean, hours of time they're taking, right? Now it's not. So within 10 to 15 minutes, we are going to give a report to the developer. That too, we will point exactly where the culprit is with the line number and column number, with the line number and with the column number also. Then it is very easy for the developer to navigate exact where the culprit is, and he can record, he can rectify the error, and again he will push the code to the DevOps engineers. Like this continuously, developers, DevOps engineers, developers, DevOps engineers. So finally, you will get the filtered code to the DevOps engineers. Filtered code. So now we will send to the remaining process. Again, we will send to the QA. Again, why you are sending QA means we have remaining tests, guys. Here we will perform the unit tests and all. We have other smoke test and the scenario based test. A lot of things are there that under their headache. We are not bothering about that. They will take care of that. Okay, and they will proceed for the next departments. For the departments. Okay, yeah, money. Yeah. Any doubt?
Yes, yes, Vinod. I have one doubt. You said there was a problem on there. The DevOps team will find it. What problems we are referring here?
Yeah, that you will get. Okay, now if I go also, you will not understand. This is just demo session. Okay,
This is not with the QA problem, right? This is not a QA
not the
problem.
QA problem.
Okay, okay. That's what I get confused of.
Yeah, you'll get lot of deployment. The code errors will be there. Sometime requirement hardware not supported, software version not supported. Lot of things are there. You will not understand right now. Okay, you will get slowly.
Okay. Environment problems.
Environment. So like this. Now where I am? Yeah. So So like this, we are going to involve between these two departments and we are rectifying. Okay, and previously I don't know the deployment issue. That also rectified here. Anytime you can deploy, guys. That too, continuously also you can deploy. If if you're getting a single code change from the developer, single line or a single character changes from the developer, you can go and deploy that application. That is with the tool called Jenkins. Okay, continuously can deploy. And anytime you can deploy. That is the beauty of Jenkins here. Okay, so here we are using the Jenkins. So like this, we overcome the issues in the current software development lifecycle by involving DevOps and the DevOps tools. Okay, not only this, we have many I told that we will discuss in each and every tool. Okay, so now once we involve, previously it is taking 7 months, right? Now only it will take 1 month or 1.5 months is enough. See how much time it is reducing. See, now you'll get a doubt here. The Samsung people only they're giving 12 months of duration. No, you can sit and Aramsa, you can develop 12 months, right? Yes, that is correct only. But nowadays, no, just example I took here for 12 months and all. Nowadays, everyone required rapid building of application. Okay, instant, like instant Maggie noodles, like in 2 minutes they need. Okay, instant required with the quality and the reliability, with all the things. Okay, instant rapid building of applications. So example, if you take, so same example, Samsung, suppose uh, if he's sitting and developing 2 years, 3 years, if he's developing his project. Okay, so the competitors for the Samsung, we have many, right? OnePlus, uh, Nokia, iPhone, many are there, all are competitors for the Samsung, right? What they will do in this 1 year or 2 years, they're going to release 3 to 4 models in the market. So they are occupying the market here. They are occupying the market. See, nowadays every 2 months you are getting a new headset. I mean handset, mobile handset. You are getting every 2 months they're releasing. Suppose you are buying OnePlus, next 2 months OnePlus 70. Again they're giving OnePlus 80 in the next 2 months, 3 months. So because of the rapid building of applications, they require. That is only nowadays mostly possible with the DevOps tools only. Okay, so why DevOps means, these are the points, guys. Why market is going for the DevOps and why we are selecting means, these are the reasons. Okay, so in the entire SDLC we have issues to overcome that. So the DevOps came into the picture. That's why if you see, each and every organization is going for the DevOps. So this is why DevOps. Next one is prerequisites. Guys, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in between also. Okay, don't worry. Sometimes the people will tell at the end of this session, I will give 10 minutes time for the doubts. I'm not going in that way. You can stop me in middle also and you can ask, right? No problem. Prerequisites. What are the prerequisites to enter into the DevOps, right? Here, the Linux is mandatory, guys. Without Linux, we cannot. Linux or Unix, both are same. It's an operating systems. Operating system, Windows, Mac, we have operating system. In the same way, it is also operating system, Linux. Okay, this is the prerequisites way. Why we are learning Linux means, most of the DevOps tools will run on Linux operating system. Okay, so that's why we are going for the Linux here. So I will tell you what is the importance of Linux and all these things. That the day one, I mean tomorrow we are starting the Linux. Tomorrow I will tell you what is the importance of Linux and how to install. Okay, all these things, everything from this, who invented, when he invented, all these things I will discuss. Okay, so here only I'm giving one line. So this is the prerequisites to enter into the DevOps. But people think here again, see, entire Linux administration is not required, guys. Even I started my career with the Linux administration only 10 years back, but I forgot many of the things. Forgot. If you ask me to configure a Samba server or DNS server, I didn't remember, because I'm not working from last 10 years. I'm not working on that. I forgot all those things. Okay, so what is required, that only we are learning here. So how to operate an operating system, like creating the files, creating the folders, working on VA editor, understanding the file hierarchy structure, all these things we are going to see here. Okay, so this is the Linux notes. You can see every notes will be like this only, guys. Every tool I have the notes. I only prepared hands-on. Okay, every tool you'll have the notes. If you want, you can maintain the running notes also. So this is the Linux index that we are going to cover. It will take around 7 to 8 sessions. That is more than enough. Okay, so actually complete Linux, if you want to learn, that is 30 days. But that server configuration is not required. Around 20 classes it will take server configuration only. Samba server, DNS server, logical volume management, RAID levels, that and all we are not using, guys. Okay, I'm the best example. Literally I forgot all those things also. Okay, how to operate an operating system. Everyone know Mac and Windows, they will operate easily, they will operate, right? Now Windows, if you take, everyone are familiar with the Windows, how to create files, how to install the softwares, how to delete, how to work on Notepad, all these things we are familiar, right? Same way, we have to know all these things in the Linux also. People used to afraid of entering into the Linux actually previously. Okay, if Linux, if any, if we ask anyone, no, Linux or Windows means, people will prefer Windows only. But the security wise, it's very less, guys. Windows. Okay, the Linux is more secure here. I will give you one few points here. Why Linux means stable, and the second one is security, 10 times secure than Windows, and the speed, 10 times speed than Windows. Okay, and if you install the Linux operating system, no need to install the antivirus software also. Okay, it's a very secure. Linux firewalls and everything is very secure. If hackers, if they want to break the firewalls of Linux servers or systems, it's very difficult. I'm not telling it's not possible, it's very difficult. So Oh, I will tell you later what is stable. Everything you will get in the tomorrow's class. Okay, tomorrow is the day one we are starting with the Linux only. So this is enough, guys. This is the content I'm giving here. Operating system, introduction to operating system, installation, terminal overview, basic commands, editor, hard link, permissions, all these things. This is the complete material of Linux. Okay, so yeah, here
So
Havisha is
Vinod, I
asking
have a
something. Yeah,
question.
yeah, go ahead.
Vinod, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we going to install Linux in a Windows machine?
Both I will show you guys. Okay. Uh, in Windows Mission, I will show you other directly in cloud, AWS cloud EC2 instance also we will launch. But we will work mostly 95% in EC2 only. But I will show you
Okay.
both the ways. Whatever the way you want, you can select. But people are going with EC2 only, guys. AWS
Okay.
cloud no nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I will show you both with whichever you like. You can go. No problem. And Havisha is asking something here. Hi, if there is an error in code, the developer will get it with exceptional handling, right? Yes. Yeah, exceptional handlings. We have a Sonar Cube here, Havisha. Sonar Cube will be there. It will take care of all the bug reporting, code smells, warnings, code coverage percentage, all these things it will take. That Sonar Cube tool we will integrate with the Jenkins and we will do all these things. Yeah, DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer is required. Actually, no. Previously, the unit test only developers only they're taking care of unit test. Okay, previously, before DevOps. Okay, so if developer is going with all this testing part and all these things, then who will develop the code? Okay, that's why the companies decided that. So they're giving that work to the DevOps people, and they are asking the developers to keep focus on developing the code only, because if they stop developing the code, then all the departments will stop. Okay, that's why previously developers only they're taking care of unit test and all. Navya is asking, do we need to learn AWS deeply? No, deeply is not required. Whatever the services are required for the DevOps, that I will teach you here. Don't worry. That is enough. That is more than enough. Okay. So otherwise, if you want that completely also, that if you want personally completely also, that I will share you. Okay. If you are interested in AWS, okay, completely, that also I will help you. No problem. Done.
What is
Next,
AWS, Vinod? What is AWS?
Amazon Web Services. I will tell you that also you will get. Okay, in the tools section you will get. Okay, I will explain. So prerequisites is this one, guys. Okay, and the next agenda is future. So in the future point I'm giving, otherwise let me explain. I will, guys, once you select any course, okay, you already decided DevOps. I want to switch it to the DevOps. Okay, once you select the domain, so you have to remember 2 points, guys, after selecting where you want to learn and what you want to learn. So let me give that points first. The first point is real time with scratch dealing. And the second point is interaction. Interaction with the faculty. Once you select the domain, you have to remember these 2 points here. So I will explain in clear detail. I will explain. Real time means, see, once you enter into the organization, okay, they will give you the tasks. They will tag you to the project So you have to survive there. Okay, so how you will survive? If your training is strong, then only you will survive. If I'm going in this way, theory part and definitions and all these things, okay, then you cannot survive in real time. Okay, so real time the technical stuff is required. Okay, so whatever command I'm showing, whatever the concept I'm showing here, and whatever the tool I'm using, the same as it is will be there once you enter into any organization. Then it is very easy for you to survive in the IT field. Okay, the real time we are covering here. Okay, and with scratch dealing, what is this scratch dealing means? So I'm getting many people here, I'm running many batches, many people are coming every day. So most of the people from non-IT, 70% of the people from non-IT. Okay, so for IT and non-IT it is new, guys. DevOps is new for everyone. Okay, but for the IT people, around 3 to 5%, then they can grasp the terminologies. If I tell repository, they will grasp it. If I tell server, they will understand easily. Okay, but for the non-IT people, for few, in that also few people, we have to deal about everything. What is server also we have to tell, because they are not related to the IT, they are from different background. So what is server, what is client, what is repository, everything we have to tell, then only they will understand. So that's why I'm going here everything from the scratch to advanced, guys. Okay, everything I will teach here, like how to download, which website we have to go, and how to install, how to configure, how to practice, which tool you have to practice, everything step by step in the classroom itself I will show you very clearly. Okay, so this is the real time with the scratch. So real time I'm dealing with the scratch, this point I will support strongly. And the second point is interaction with the faculty. The interaction also you will get here continuously. Suppose you are getting any doubt, you can directly, you can, yeah, you will get it. I think most of the people having my contact also, so you can directly, you can contact with oral communication, you can solve your doubt. That is one way. Suppose today you attended the class and you're sitting in your home. After the class, you're sitting in your home and you're practicing. While practicing, you got one error. You don't know what to do. You stuck to over there. You don't know how to rectify it. Just a screenshot and send it to me in WhatsApp. In 5 to 10 minutes, you'll get the solution for your error. This is second way of interaction with the faculty. Sometimes in these two ways also, I cannot rectify your doubt. Sometimes it will happen. So at that situation, I will take your system remotely on behalf of you. I will do it, or I will guide it. With the Zoom meetings only, I can take remotely, and I can guide you. So this, why I'm telling this this many ways of interaction with the clear, no, clearly why I'm mentioning means. So the interaction is, I believe strongly, guys. Interaction we need when you're learning a new thing. The interaction is required. Okay, that I strongly before I believe. So these 2 points I'm strongly supporting. Okay, so I will give you these 2 points. What you have to do. So what you have to do here means, here the prerequisites also we are covering, guys. The Linux prerequisites also we are dealing. Okay, so you have to sit in the class with a fresh mind and try to understand that 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minute session completely, and spend 1 more hour in a day for practice purpose. That is more than enough.
I have a question. Do you have any sessions where like you don't go over the basic Linux and all that, or is this the only session you have?
Sorry.
Do you have any session like where you don't go over the basic Linux and all that basic stuff? Like you straight away jump to DevOps?
No. That is the prerequisites. Definitely, we have to go. But many few people they know already about Linux and all. I think
Okay.
you are also. I think you know the Linux basics, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
So I was just wondering if I can
yeah,
save
guys.
those 6 7
Yeah.
sessions. But anyways, that's okay. I was just wondering if you do another session or something. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so we have to start with the Linux only. We have the batches. 3 batches are there. This is the two batches are running. This is the third batch. Every batch will go in this way only. The prerequisites we have to cover because many people they don't know the Linux, so that's why we are going with
Yes, I
this.
understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
And coming to the next point, yeah. So these two I will give you guys. Okay. So here next coming to the future. So in the future, I will list all the points, guys. You decide it. What is the future for the DevOps in the next coming years? Okay, I'm not telling here. So you can decide by these points. So the same point, a few points will repeat again. SDLC. Okay, it came to the market, it entered into the market to change the process of software development. Okay, every company required this one. So in this point, what you have to understand is the market is very huge for the every company required DevOps means the market is huge. And the second point is interlinked. So DevOps tools are interlinked with many domains, guys. If you go for testing, if you go for the development, database, if you go machine learning, AngularJS, cloud, wherever you go nowadays, okay, whatever the top domains you have in the market, at least one or two DevOps tools you will get again there also. Definitely you will get.
Is AngularJS a DevOps tool?
No. Just I'm giving.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. In whatever the domain you are selecting in the IT, okay. Again, at least one tool they will use DevOps tool. Again, there also you will get. Okay. So that's why I used the word here interlinked with many domains. There is the only domain in the world which is interlinked with many domains. Okay. This is one point. And open source. Okay. Open source means free. Here most of the DevOps tools are open source, guys. Okay, free. Definitely the people will get one more doubt here. If the tools are free, then the quality will be low, right? But no need to worry. Why means the DevOps tools are already proved in the market, guys. Tools are already proved. That's why we are here. I'm taking the session today. Okay, those tools are already proved. So why I'm telling this point, why I added in this future section means normally in the IT organizations, they will allocate some budget. They will allocate some amount in their budget, project budget, to purchase tools license. Sometimes it will be lakhs and crores also. Okay, depends. But there is no problem here. Okay, the complete budget is saved here. Complete budget means whatever the budget they allocated for the purchasing tools, that is saved here because the open source tools. This is one point. And here, speed delivery. This is possible with Jenkins only. And CI/CDs, Jenkins only. Continuous integration and deployment. That is continuous deployment and anytime deployment. Previously we discussed, no, that is only here in this DevOps only. Okay, and next coming to the packages wise. And packages means so few people are asking what is the package if I go for the 3 years or 2 years. So I cannot give you exactly for this many years this much package you will get. Okay, but I can give you the guarantee compared to other domains it is equal and above only, not less. For suppose 3 years test engineer, okay, otherwise 5 years test engineer, whatever the package is getting. Okay, so for 2 years only you will get in the here in DevOps. Okay, the packages wise also it's a huge, guys, like 3 years they're getting 14 lakhs my students. Okay, so 4 years they're getting like 12 lakhs. Depends upon the company norms and depends upon the student technical stuff. Okay, urgent requirement, depends upon various things. US based companies or level 3 companies, depends upon all these things, the packages will be there. Okay, and few are asking for the calls. Okay, the DevOps boom is huge, guys. Okay, no need of any references here, no need to look for any references also here. If you keep a sample resume, you will understand. Go and keep in job portals, sample resume, or type DevOps tools or DevOps keyword in your job portals. You will understand what is the market for the DevOps. Okay, no need to look for any references. Okay, so you will get weekly 3 to 4 calls they're scheduling. Okay, so the calls wise also the market is huge. So I'm putting all these things here. So based on all these points, you can analyze what is the future of DevOps in next coming years. Coming to my perspective, next 15 years, 1 5, no need to switch for other domain. So switching from one domain to another domain is not a small thing, guys. Actually, it's a Herculean task, right? We have to learn from the A, B, C, everything. Okay. So you have to select. Okay, before selecting the domain only, not only DevOps, anything. You have to think about 2 points. This is after selecting. Before selecting a domain, you have to remember 2 points. One is suitable, whether it is suitable or not. And the second point is how long it will be. How long means how the future. Okay, so I can add here also this one. Before selecting a domain, you can take 2 points. That is, one is suitable, whether this domain is suitable for me or not. And the second point you can take long run, means future only. Okay, before entering into the IT, many people they will discuss which domain I have to select, whether I have to go for the Java, whether I have to go for this and that. So you have to think about these 2 points. In suitable, why I told suitable point, no, many people, many students are making mistake. If they are suppose here we have a money is there. If money is having code phobia, I don't know the code basics. He's having code phobia, but he selected the Java. Once he entered into the Java institute, once he paid the amount and he started the Java, okay, after 1 week or 10 days, he will come to know this is not my cup of tea. This is not my area. Because he is already having the code phobia. He don't know the code, but he selected the coded domains, complete coded domains. Like sometimes the friends will suggest, sometimes colleagues or parents, they will tell. Okay, so I'm not telling here most of the 70% of the people they're going in this way. That's why I'm telling. I'm not telling it's impossible. Okay, you can learn anything. So again, so once you join in the Java, here I'm not blaming other domains, guys. Okay, I'm not commenting on other domain. Just I'm taking the example. So once you join in the Java, so if you are not understanding the code, again you have to come back. The money waste, the time waste, whatever the knowledge you gain there, that is waste. Again you will come back and you will search for the one more domain. Like this, most of the people are selecting doing 3 to 4 courses. So before selecting the course, you have to think about this thing, whether it is suitable or not. And in the suitable section, if you go with the DevOps example, I already told here, we are going to work between the developer and QA departments. So here developers already there. Developers means what they will do? They will develop the code. Okay, once you get that code from developers to DevOps engineers, our work will start here. This is the role here. Our exact work will start. What is the role? What we will do here means we'll perform different operations by using different DevOps tools. 90% will perform the operations here by using different DevOps tools. That 5 to 10% we have a code here. That also routine script we will pass by changing the values. We will not write continuously code here. Okay, so this is the example I can give under the suitable section for DevOps. So before selecting a domain, you have to think about these 2 points, guys. This long run and future, you can Google it, any domain you will get. And after selecting a domain, so you need these 2 points from the faculty. Okay, so done. So last but not the least, tools. What tools we are going to cover here? Okay, here people having many doubts, guys. Again, lot of confusions are there here. Okay, I will take 10 more or 15 minutes, guys. Okay, 15 minutes more I need, and after that we will wind up. Okay. Even I have other session also 7:30. Okay. Now, tools. People are giving numbering for the tools, guys. Don't go in that way. Don't go for the numbering. They're covering 5 tools. You guys are covering only 6 tools. Like that, they're going. Okay. No, we have to go for the section wise. Section means I will tell you operating system section. In this section, we have category or section, anything. We have many operating systems, right? Windows, Mac, Linux. We have many operating systems. But here we know Windows and all these things. But for the DevOps, we required Linux. That's why we are learning Linux here. So in this section, we are covering the Linux. Okay. So no problem with this section actually. But we are suppose SCM. SCM section is there. SCM means source code management. In this section, see, meanwhile, you can type in Google also, guys. List of SCM tools. If you type now, you will get 30 to 40 tools. I will list out few, whatever I remember. We have the Git, we have Subversion, CVS and SVN, and Perforce, ClearCase. Many are there. Even I didn't remember. Okay, so many tools are there, guys. Here. Okay, so many are there. Here, you will get 20 more. You will get. So, but in this section, in the source code management section, we are learning Git tomorrow. Tomorrow means after Linux, we are going to deal Git only. Git is one of the tool in DevOps. We are learning Git. Then what about the remaining tools? What about remaining tools? Why this many tools came into the picture first of all? Why this many tools? Already Git is there. No, why this many tools? Why means I will tell you. See, here, suppose assume that guys, I am the owner of the Git. I only developer the Git. Just assume. Okay, that is not true. Okay. Um, is there any rule that Shiva should not develop SVN? Is there any rule that Mani should not develop ClearCase? So Mani is having his own organization. He developed his own tool and he is using and he is using in his organization. And meanwhile, he released it into the market as well. Few people are using and few are not. Okay, so like that, many tools came into the picture, guys. Like this, many tools came into the picture. Okay, so they're developed for their own purpose, and meanwhile they release it into the market as well. Okay, that's why these many tools we have. So okay, fine. So which one we have to learn? Which one? I'm going to train you on Git. Okay, why Git? Means 95% of the market. Market means not fish market and vegetable market, guys. Market means IT. 95% of the market is going with the Git. That's why even I'm going with the Git. Not only me. If you go any institute, they will teach this only. Why? The market is going IT market. How the people? I mean, how the market will select the tool? Which one we have to go? How market will select? Blindly they will select. Or Mani developed a ClearCase. Mani is my best friend or childhood friend. That's why I will take this ClearCase for my company. People will select like that? No. Based on different aspects, criteria they will select, guys. Like whether this tool is suitable or whether this tool is 24/7 support, whether it is providing, whether it is secure or not, whether it is open source or not, whether it is flexible or not. Like this, lot of points they will give. Yeah, guys, Vinay and Davinder, can you please mute? I'm getting some disturbances, guys. Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I was about to ask you a question.
Yeah,
if
go
I
ahead.
can. So are you what do you recommend us installing on our machines to, let's say you start teaching Git tomorrow, I want to install the Git, when you teach, I want to practice it. So what do you recommend installing for, my machine?
Yeah, we can install. Again, that is also two ways. Both the ways I will show you here. Directly, you can install in Windows, see, I installed in Windows here. This is the Git tool. Okay, here. Otherwise,
Okay.
you can launch an instance in the AWS cloud, EC2 instance. There also you can work. Okay.
Okay. Do you have, is that Mac?
Mac.
What's your, okay, I think you're using Windows, right?
Yeah, I'm using Windows, but for the cloud, any operating system, no problem, guys. Okay, the browser is same, no? AWS account is same for Mac, Windows, Solaris, whatever you take.
Okay. I mean, for the cloud, where you said you can create your own EC instances,
Yeah,
what platform is that?
EC2, it's a cloud, guys. See, I will show you here. This is the EC2 AWS, Amazon Web Services. One of the famous and kingmaker in the market presently is AWS Cloud. Okay, here we are
Right,
going to
right.
log in, and here we are going to launch one instance. That instance can be again Windows or Linux, but mostly 99.99% will go with Linux only. Linux instance,
Okay.
and we will work on that. We will work on it.
Cool. You can show it tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, continuously entire DevOps course, we will use this one only, guys. Okay, every day you will
Okay,
get our
got you.
work. Okay, let's continue this one. Okay, so like this, many tools are there. So the companies will select based on different criteria, not blindly. So that's why the companies are preferring. Finally, they filtered the Git. That's why everywhere they're using Git. So here we are going to deal with the Git. So definitely here you will get one more question also. One more doubt you will get it. Okay, we know you are training us with the Git tool here. You are training Git tool here. In my company, if they ask CVS, then what? Yes, guys. Okay, we have a viewer. I'm only asking the questions and I'm only giving the answers here. Okay, that's a good question actually. Okay, so here I'm teaching you the Git. Tomorrow in your company, if they're using SVN subversion, then what? Yes, all the tools are same, guys. All the tools are designed or developed for the same purpose only, but only few things are different, like the terminologies, like the and limitations. Okay, and the architecture wise, only differences will be there. Remaining everything is same. I will give you one or two examples. The second competitor is 3 to 4% market is going with SVN. Second competitor is this one. Git is the first place. If I take the major differences between these, in the Git, it will allow us to create thousands of branches. I know you will not understand what is branches and all. Just listen. Okay, just I'm giving the statement here. Thousands of branches Git will allow, guys, but SVN is not allowed many branches. Okay, so that is one drawback. I mean difference. Okay, and Git, with the Git you can use large scale projects, but with the SVN we cannot handle. So this is the main drawback now. So like this, few differences will be there. That differences also I will discuss while we are dealing with the Git. Okay, in the class only, the class itself. So then you'll get clear information. Yeah, Mani. Yeah, tell me.
Vinod, I have a very silly question. Is the
Go
Git
ahead.
and GitHub are same?
Yeah, I'm coming there. Next section is ORS section. Okay, guys, for this SCM section, we have one more name also, VCS, version control section. Version control system. Next, we have ORS section. Not that energy drink ORS, guys. It's online repository storage. Okay, in this, we have the GitHub, we have the GitLab, we have a Bitbucket. Like this. Many are there in the market. Same. Okay. So here also same, guys. Many are there. But we are using GitHub here. Why means 80% of the market daily it is increasing, guys. 80% of the market is going with the GitHub. And in the last year, I think 2019 or 18 something, Microsoft acquired GitHub. I think 19 or 18 December, I think. I didn't remember. Okay. So Microsoft acquired GitHub. GitHub is Microsoft product now. Now you can analyze what is the value and what is the share market for the GitHub. I don't want to tell you now. Okay, and here the money is asking, what is the difference between Git and GitHub? Git is okay, completely we will do with the CLI, command line interface. GitHub, okay, there we will do graphically. GitHub is a website actually. That is a graphically we will do. Okay, so other words, let me put it in this way. Git, we will perform all the things in locally. Locally we will do. If you want to do remotely, then we have to go for the GitHub. Okay, if you understand Git, it's dead easy. GitHub. Okay, guys, I cannot go more than these points because no, you will not understand because we are not starting the tools here. Just I'm giving only overview. That's it. So here we are going to deal with the GitHub, guys. We have a story again. Why not GitLab? All these things. Why GitLab? It's recently introduced GitLab in the market. Okay, we have story. It's time is not sufficient now. Okay, take again 1 hour, 1.5 hour required. Next section. In this section, what is the next section? Build section. In this build section, we have again here we have the Ant, Maven, okay, Gradle. Like this, we have many tools in the market, guys. Here we are going to deal with the Maven. Okay, so why Maven? I am not discussing all those things, guys. Okay, so here we are going to deal with the Maven because more than 95% of market is, and alternative is Gradle. Ant and Maven both comes under the Apache Foundation only. These two are not competitors actually because both the tools are developed by same organization only. But Ant is very old, Maven is latest. It's a bull tool. In this section, we are dealing Maven. And the next one is CI/CD. In this section, we are dealing here. If you type in Google, literally you will get 100 tools. Hudson, Bamboo, TeamCity, GoCI, Traverse CI, Circle CI, Jenkins. Many are there here in the market. So here we are going to deal with the Jenkins. I think many people know it's famous, right? CI/CD, Jenkins is famous. Next is CM, configuration management section. In this, we have Ansible, we have Chef and Puppet, SaltStack. Like this, we have many tools in the market. So here, previously, actually, I want to tell one thing here. I don't have any real-time experience with the Ansible. Single day also didn't work because I didn't get the opportunity. Okay, I have experience in Puppet and Chef. Previously, 2 years back, also I'm teaching Chef only for my online batches. Okay, but people is asking for the Ansible. Market is going for the Ansible more. It's increased 85, 90%. It's increased because in Ansible many features are there. That's why people are going in cloud. Also, they're using this Ansible YAML code, all these things. Okay, that's why. But tomorrow I don't have experience on this. But tomorrow I'm going to deal Ansible. I'm going to teach you Ansible only. How it is possible. So I told no. All are same. All are designed for the same purpose only. Only the terminologies wise, limitations wise, and the architecture wise, the restrictions will be there. Remaining everything is same. Okay. And the next section is containers. Containers section. In this section, we are going with the Docker only ultimate. There is no other one. Docker is ultimate, guys. And in container orchestration, we are going with Kubernetes. Okay, that is ultimate. And next one is Artifactory. In Artifactory section, we have JFrog and Nexus. We have both are equally, the market is having very good actually. but compared to Nexus, the JFrog is more market. Not exactly 10% more. Around 40% people are going with Nexus, and JFrog remaining. So in this section, we are dealing with the JFrog. It's for storage purpose and static code analysis. In this, we are giving SonarQube, code quality test as a static code analysis. Okay, SonarQube and application server. In this, we have many application server: Apache Tomcat, and we have JBoss, and we have what is that, Glassfish, and we have Nginx. Like this, we have many, but mostly for the secure people will go Apache Tomcat. For the deployment purpose, will go. Most of these tools, SonarQube and Apache, this one will integrate with the Jenkins, and we will deploy. I will show you all the deployment and all these things also. Okay, like this. And coming to the monitoring also we have many, right? We have Mmonit, Prometheus. Okay, like this we have many, but here we are dealing with Nagios. Okay, so these are the section. And cloud. Coming to the cloud, someone asked actually. In the cloud we have many guys. Number one, AWS, and we have the Azure, and we have GCP, and we have Bluemix, IBM's Bluemix, and we have DigitalOcean. Okay, and we have Alibaba Cloud. We have many here. Okay, but here we are dealing with the AWS DevOps it is. Okay, we are dealing with the AWS. AWS is the king maker in the market. Okay, so it's ruling entire the world actually. The services are they're giving very cheaper cost they're giving, and it is very secure, and the scalability wise it is yeah, like this we have many points are there. Now I cannot go all these things. So that's why we are using the AWS here. Okay, so whatever the services are required for the DevOps, that we are covering in the cloud. Okay, so this is the content that we are covering guys here. Okay, these are the tools. So go with the section wise. Don't give numbering. Sometimes the people will give 1 Git, 2 CVS, 3 SVN, 3 tools. They're telling listing 1, 2, 3, 3 tools. Okay, so if I list like that, no, you will get 100, right? Okay, so 100, not 100, you will get more than 200, 300 also you will get. So don't go in that way. So all are same only. So when you a few people they are not getting, okay, so they're receiving some advertisements and prospectors. We are covering 20 tools, 30 tools. Okay, once paying the amount, once they enter into the, once they started the course, they will come to know. Okay, all these tools comes under the SCM section only, and he will teach again Git only. That's it. So after entering and paying the amount, they are getting this information. They're knowing this one. Okay, so I'm telling very clearly before only. Go with the section wise. If you go for the job descriptions in your job portals, okay, there also they will specify, mostly they will specify with the section wise. Version control they will tell. Okay, containers they will tell. Okay, so build they will tell like that. And one more. Okay, suppose in the job description they're giving CVS. Okay, don't worry, you apply for that job, they will shortlist your profile definitely, because they know this CVS comes under the SCM section. Okay, so no need to worry guys, but these tools are standard guys. Okay, the Git here, the GitHub, Maven, it will not change mostly. See, we will target for 90%. No, we will not target for 5%, 10%. The market 90% which tools they are preferring, they are going. That only we are learning. 5-10% we will not bother. And one more thing, there you will get the documentations also. Suppose here you are learning Git, they're giving SVN, you'll have the PDFs, guys. Documentations will be their clear documentations. What is the difference? What command they used in the SVN to create a branch, and what command we use it in the Git to create a branch. They will give the differences very clearly. Half an hour if you spend, no, you can get it. Okay. So this is the tools here, and every tool I will provide. I'm providing the material, guys. Suppose if you take Git, this is the Git notes, this is the Git index here, and this is the Git notes. So every tool you'll have the notes like this. Okay, and everything I will share in the drive. So our batch name I'm keeping as S1 batch. So with S1 batch I will create the Google Drive and keep all these things, everyday video and the material and the software, everything I will keep in the drive, and I will share you that drive, everyone. Okay, so this is about our agenda. What is DevOps, why DevOps, prerequisites, the future, and the tools that we are covering. Any doubts you can ask me one by one.
In this hierarchy of the all the tools you put there, does Artifactory comes, is it hierarchy wise, like
Not hierarchy. Up
uh,
to here, it is hierarchy only.
okay, okay,
Here it will change. Cloud, it will come from the beginning only. Okay.
exactly, right.
These two
And what
tools will
about
be.
Artifactory?
Artifactory also we will integrate with the Jenkins actually. Here only we'll get
Okay,
with the Jenkins only we'll get. Okay.
it doesn't integrate with, okay,
These
I mean,
three.
yeah,
Yeah, these three you will get with the Jenkins. Where is that Jenkins? Here you will get.
okay, thanks.
And one more point, guys, here. Okay. So, but see, learning DevOps little bit you will get confused. But surviving as a DevOps engineer is like a cakewalk only, dead easy. Why I'm telling this statement? No, here this tool, that tool, you'll get little confused, little, guys, not more than that. Okay, so but when you working in real time, it's very easy. Why I told very easy? No, you are not going to work in all the tools, guys. Only one or two tools you are going to work at a time, not all. But immediately you will get one more question here. If it is only one or two tools, then why we are learning this many tools, right? Yes. Why we are learning this many tools means, for the suppose they are giving a job description on the Git. They have a requirement on the Git. Okay. But once they shortlist your profile and once you attend the interview, they will ask you on all the tools also. That depends. I cannot give you the guarantee. But their requirement is only on Git only. But they can touch all the tools also. For that is one point. And suppose they hide you on the Git, the interview is completed, they hide you on Git, and 6 months you worked on Git. After 6 months they change it for the containers. You cannot tell that I don't know the containers, I'm very comfort with Git only, I will work with Git. No, they will throw you out. You have to. Why means you are a DevOps engineer, you have to get ready with all these things. That's why we are learning for the interview perspective and surviving perspective also. We have to get ready with all these things. All are important. I cannot separate this. These three tools are very important. This one is less more. I mean, not important. Okay. So if I give 2 to 3 tasks at a time for you, you will get confused, right? But if I give only one task and if I give enough time for you, then you will keep focus on, complete focus will be on that task only. You will get the accurate results. The same example you can apply here. Okay, so that's why I told the surviving as a DevOps engineer is a cakewalk only. Okay.
Hi, bro.
Yeah, Vinay.
Yeah, so the
I think you joined
Kubernetes
late,
and
right?
yeah,
Okay. No problem.
yeah,
You can
the
go through the video. I will share you. Okay.
yeah, bro. How about this? Like Kubernetes and Docker Swarm are pretty much same, right?
Docker Sonar.
Docker Swarm.
Docker Swarm. I told no already. Docker Swarm is a failure. For the alternate, the Kubernetes clusters are very famous in the market.
Okay, but still in the market, some of the companies will use Docker Swarm or they're not using them.
Very less. It's a failure actually. Very less.
Okay.
Okay.
Vinod, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Mani.
Is there any certification we can do after this course? Is there
See, here the certification. See, suppose you are interested in doing the certification in the Kubernetes, you have to approach the Kubernetes people, go to the official website, and you have to register. And here they will ask for $200, $300 USDs, and you have to pay and you have to do it. And if you are interested in doing Dockers, same process. And if you are interested in Puppet, same process. Like this, you have to do all the certificates. But certification, if you are personally interested only, you can do, you can go. But the market is not asking any certifications for the DevOps, because DevOps is not one, it's a collection of tools, guys. Set of practices, I told, collection of tools. Okay, not required. Without certification also, 95 to 98% there are like no problem. But one more point, if you're going with AWS, if you're going completely as a cloud engineer, they're asking around 80% of the people, they preferring the certification for the cloud. If you take abroad, USA and Canada and UK, they're asking 90%. In India, if you take 70 to 80%, they're asking. They're giving more priority for the certification, for the cloud. But DevOps is not required, because a lot of tools are there here. Okay. So how many certifications you will do? Okay. So it take around $10,000. It will take to finish all this certification. Okay.
Okay, there is no body, the general body like for DevOps, like
Yes.
like a project management body, like a ISTQB, like that. There is no general body for DevOps only.
No, no. ISTQB, that is for the testing purpose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think many of the people from testing
I
background.
I did I did DevOps certification from DevOps Foundation. You can try that.
See,
Okay. Thank you.
that is that is business statistics, guys. There is no DevOps
Yeah,
certification.
definitely it
Or
is.
a DevOps certification is not there. But the business, the people will tell you. Okay, see, if you go any institute, they will tell you like 100% placement, right? How it is possible 100% placement, right? They will show you here the job openings are there. You just go and they will give you some backdoors. They will use some proxies like that. They will give 100% placement. That's a business strategy. Okay, they will apply. Okay, DevOps, there is no certification. Sub, you have the tools we have. If you are personally interested, you can go and do it. If you take Edureka and Udemy, they are also giving banners. They are displaying endorsements. They are giving certifications. People are asking certification. They are telling, if they tell no, no, no one will join in Edureka. That's why. But here I'm telling frankly, no. So not required. Yeah, and here, yeah, money, yeah, definitely you will get from the David. And how long is the course? Yeah, course duration. What are the days and how much you charge? Okay, the charge details, and you have to contact whoever referred you. Okay, Havisha, who referred you? So course duration will be, guys, it take 50 hours or more than that also. Okay, so daily session will be, we'll start initially with half an hour, sorry, not half an hour, 1 hour session. And if everyone are comfort, we will increase the time. Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. So you just, Havisha, you just contact to Prasad for the fee details and all those things. Okay, the referred people I'm talking about. Okay, guys, my
Bro,
side, done
so
with my side. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Vinay.
so the Kubernetes is just like an overview, or is
No,
that
no,
going to be detailed?
we are going in advanced.
Okay, okay.
Is anyone in this class already working as DevOps?
I think, I don't know. I think no one. In the previous batch, I have Edurika people are there, two people.
I'm not.
Morning batch also. Yeah.
Okay.
I think in this batch, no, no one. I think Navya. Navya, may I know who referred you? Sorry? Can you text? Okay, Davindra. Davinder.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
may I know your referred person name?
Man, I think Krish, IT.
Okay, Krish. Okay. Yeah, okay, guys. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Same time. Okay, same link. Okay. And tomorrow is the day one. We are starting the prerequisites, that is Linux. Okay, Linux we are going to deal. Okay, so I will create the drive and I will share you. Okay, you ping me all your mail IDs. Okay, in the chat, I will share you the today's class video and the material, the Linux, all these things I will share. So
Do you also take the AWS cloud in detail sessions? Only DevOps sessions?
detail we are not going. We are planning after Jan. We are planning actually. After Jan, we are
Okay.
going with the complete AWS. Also, we are starting.
Okay, so that's going to be you as well, right?
Sorry,
The instructor will be you or someone
I'm
else?
myself.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we'll wind up the session. Okay, because I have one more session now. It's already 1.5 hours. Okay, so if you have any doubts, okay, you'll get my number also, WhatsApp number. Okay, okay, the referred persons they will share you. Otherwise, I will share you that number. You can anytime you can ping me and you can solve your doubts. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, same time, same link. Bye, guys.